My name is Greg Johnson, and I'm the curator for the Blues Archive here at the University of Mississippi. The Blues Archive opened officially to the public in September of 1984. Sound recordings are the bulk of our collections. We have over 70,000 sound recordings here. Basically anything you can imagine related to blues. We even have a collection of blues clothing, like old festival t-shirts and hats. The archive itself, it really got started when B.B. King donated his personal record collection to us. And he gave over 8,000 sound recordings, and these are things that he just happened to have in his personal collection. Being a librarian, our model is to provide access to information to those that can't afford it. And just to see the look on people's face when they get to see, really rare recordings, get to see a Charlie Patton 78, something like that, You're not going to find that going into a record store generally. You can. It does happen, but not that often. I'm so thankful that there are these collectors. Going door to door for years, for decades, and just getting these records that we wouldn't even know about. And it can be overwhelming going online when you have access to, a database, a catalog of millions and millions of tracks, and it's almost too much. So on some level, there's a finiteness to vinyl or a 78, particularly when it's a 78, you've got one song per side. It lends itself to really appreciating that when you're listening to it. And there's an effort that's involved, right? I mean, you don't just click a button that's on your device that you carry with you at all times, be it a cell phone or whatever. You're making a conscious effort to sit down and say, I'm going to listen to some music right now. Sonny Boy Williamson, number 2, Fattening Frogs for Snakes. Yeah, a lot of people think that the only blues that we have in the archive is only the really early stuff. But we collect a lot of, blues artists from different time periods. We'll have the early people as well, certainly on 78s, and Sonny Boy Williamson, next kind of wave, and then we'll get into a lot of the Chicago blues guys, up to modern blues artists that are recording, right now in 2014. We're going to play Carina Carina right now, Mississippi John Hurt. He has this sort of Piedmont fingerstyle playing that's out of character for a lot of the other musicians from Mississippi at that time. Just such a wonderful player, very clean player, but also I love all the videos and photos I've seen of him. He just has this really warm smile, and I've just always connected with his music, partly through his smile. This is Sonny Terry, and I've always just loved his harmonica playing. This one is on the Stinson record label. We got a lot of these recordings from the Kenneth Goldstein collection. Dr. Goldstein was a folklore professor at the University of Pennsylvania. He saw that a lot of classical music recordings would have detailed liner notes, and he thought it was a shame that folk music and blues and other popular forms weren't getting those liner notes on the album. So Kenneth Goldstein really should be given a lot of credit for making sure liner notes got their just due in the realm of folk and popular music. Several years ago, Gail Dean Wardlow came in and was talking about his record collecting experiences, and he picked up this Robert Johnson recording that we acquired from him a number of years ago. And he was talking about the time he got this, I think near Meridian. I believe it was about $1 he paid for it. And he was holding the record up and waving it in the air, and my heart almost stopped. I just knew it was going to fly out of his hands and smash. And I told him after the talk that he made me nervous with it. And he said, "Oh, I would have given you another one had this one broke." So, it's amazing that anybody could even be able to say that you could. I would have given you another one for Robert Johnson when they're so hard to find for anyone, and he has several copies. So, pretty neat story.